Chanel. Today we're going to talk about something very near and dear to my heart, and that is how to reinvest the money I make in real estate to make even more money. All right, so I want to tell you this. In my heart, I am a buy and hold investor. All right, what does that mean? Well, a buy and hold investor is somebody who buys a house and holds it for monthly income forever and ever, amen. Now, my mom is a great example of a buy and hold investor because all my mom does is save up a bunch of money, go buy a house, and then rent it out forever and ever, amen. Well, the problem was when I got started, I did that. I bought a house and I rented it out, and I had no idea what I was doing. I spent my entire life savings on one house. It was awful. I learned a lot of lessons, but the most important lesson I learned was how to do real estate math. And real estate math is basically, if I put a bunch of money out and I get this much money in per month, how long does it take for me to actually get my money back? Guys, it was going to take me a long time to get my money back. And I was going to have to do this cycle of saving up a bunch of money, buying a house and renting it out, and then saving up a bunch of money, buying a house and renting it out. I was going to have to do that for 115 years before I was going to be able to replace my income at my job by being a real estate investor. I don't know about you, but even though I was in my 20s, I didn't have 115 years to wait to be able to do real estate investing full time. That's when I got creative and I started taking over people's mortgages. I started doing lease options. I started doing sandwich lease options. I got more into the weird side of real estate, which there's nothing actually weird about it. Real estate agents learn about lease options, and owner financing in real estate school, but it's not regular business, so they don't do it. It's not really that weird. Anyway, I got into weird real estate and went from 2 houses in 2013 to 14 houses in 2014. All right? That's some serious investing. And I did it because I was doing lease options. I was taking over people's mortgages. I was buying houses from people that had the house paid off, free and clear, nothing owed on it. And I started sending them monthly money. But the coolest thing I learned was I could make a whole lot of money doing these deals. So in my first year, yes, I bought 14 houses. I spent none of my own money. That's not entirely true. I put $10 down on every single house I bought. $10, 10 smackaroos. That's literally lunch money, $10. Sometimes I spend more than that at lunch. But I was buying houses. I was controlling houses for $10. If you have $10 invested on a house and somebody pays you $10,000 to move into it, what's your return on investment? Pretty effing good. That's what it is. Okay? So, once I figured out how to put $10 down on a house and have somebody give me $10,000 to move into the same house, I was in the money, honey. I made almost $140,000 on those first 14 deals in 9 months. But instead of going to Vegas, I used that money to pay off some of my houses. And that's the beautiful thing about buying and holding properties. A lot of people will go to the bank and borrow money, but they're going to pay big interest and fees and this and that and the other, and it's going to take them 30 years to actually pay it off. And yes, they'll make some monthly money, but my goal is to own 10 houses free and clear by the end of this year. Every time I make some money, I reinvest it into my business. I reinvest it into my real estate. I reinvest it into my future. That's how you really become rich. Not by paying the bank, not by paying somebody every month, but by getting it paid off and getting all that money coming at you every month. Yes, I understand leverage. Yes, I understand how the banks work. Yes, I understand that's how Grant Cardone's made $1 million, blah, 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 blah. But for me, it makes sense in my head to not have anything owed on these houses. So out of the $140,000 that I made that first year, I think I paid off, I had 2 houses free and clear, and I think I paid off another 3 houses. So they weren't big, expensive houses. Some houses, because I make 3 offers on every house that I look at, I make a cash offer and I make 2 lease option offers, one for 5 years and one for 10 years. A lot of my sellers were more interested in getting the cash, even though it was a lot less than what I was offering on payments. They wanted the cash. So I bought a $120,000 house for $70,000 because 7 people had given me $10,000 to move into 7 other houses. And I didn't go to Vegas on 10 grand every time I got it. I kept it so that I could pay off a house. So now I've got a $120,000 house. Somebody will give me $10,000 to $15,000 to move into it. They'll pay me $800 to $1,200 a month to live in it, and I don't owe anything on it. So instead of it taking 115 years for me to be able to be full-time in real estate investing, it only took me 2 years to replace my 9-to-5 income. You have to be super duper strategic. You have to be super duper committed to the cause. You have to be all in to be able to get this done, but it is totally possible. So now I had the 2 houses I started with that I put my own money in. People gave me, see, I had one house that I paid almost $40,000 for by the time I got it ready and rented. And somebody gave me $8,000 to move in. So I only owed myself $32,000. They paid me $800 a month, which I count 9 months of the year. So 800 times 9 is 7,200. 7,200 into 32,000. It was going to take 4 years to get my money back. So now I'm back in the money. If I owed $600 a month on it and I rented it for $800, it would take me like 22 years to get all my money back. Do you want to get your money back in 4 years or 22 years? Yeah, that's what I thought. So I've got lots of houses like this. That $40,000 house, I'll tell you, I'm selling that house for the second time right now. On the paperwork, the first time I sold it to the guy that gave me $8,000 to move in, he was going to buy it for $79,000. So if he had bought that house from me, I would have doubled my money. Like that. This second dude that's moving in, he's also buying it for $79,000. So the first dude that lived in it for 4 years, gave me the $8,000, paid me $800 a month. He just paid off what I owed myself. This second dude, now when he starts paying me, I am literally in the money every single month. Whenever he buys it, it's going to be a multiple $10,000, $30,000, $40,000, $50,000, $60,000, $70,000 payday. Because I don't owe anything on this house. On some other houses, I've bought them. I've done the lease options on them. I've paid $100,000. And I've made the payment for 2, 3, 4, 5 years. And I've paid it down to where I only owe $80,000. But it's still a $120,000 house. So when my tenant buyer goes to buy it and they cash me out at $117,000 or $115,000, I only owe $80,000. So I make $30,000 in a day. I did that earlier last month. I had a house that I'd paid $80,000 for, and I sold it once. Okay, I paid cash $80,000. I sold it once to a lady who gave me $40,000 to move in. So I automatically almost had half my money back the first day that she moved in. She paid 6 months rent in advance. And then on the 7th month, she left. I rented it again on the 8th month. Somebody gave me $10,000 to move in. So now in less than a year, I paid out $80,000 to buy a $120,000 house But in less than a year, I've brought $50,000 in. I only owe $30,000 to myself for this house. So fast forward, the $10,000 people lived there for a year. Then I had it empty for this winter, honestly. I had one contract on it. It fell through right at the end at closing, so I had to find another buyer. So in March, I found another buyer, and this lady bought it for $110 instead of $120, but I didn't have to take any payments on it. She just got a mortgage. So I paid $5,000 of her closing costs. So I got $105,000 in one day. I took that $105,000 and I looked at another house that I'd been making payments on that is worth about $95,000, and I had it paid down to about $68,000. So I took that $105, I paid off the $68, and I made a profit of $37,000 in one day. I got one house free and clear, and I made $37,000 in the same day. Y'all, that's how we get rich. We pay off houses. We make a bunch of money. We pay off houses. If you have 10 houses free and clear in 4 years, the same amount of time that you sat in college, in 4 years, you could have 10 houses paid off free and clear by buying houses, paying them down, selling them off, making big chunks, using that money to pay off other houses. I've got another house right now. The next time that I make $40,000 or $50,000, I've got a $130,000 house that I originally paid $60,000 for on terms, and I didn't have to make a payment for 6 months. I got 6 months with no payments on a $60,000 house that was worth $130,000. I've got it paid off down to about $45,000 now. So the next time I get $45,000 from buying and selling another house, I'm going to pay off that house. Then, when I have $1,000 coming in every month, I get to keep a whole $1,000 instead of paying $800 to the bank. Would you rather make $200 a month or $1,000 a month? Exactly. Guys, it is so amazing to do these real estate deals, make all this big money, but not go blow it on cars and TVs. And I love jewelry. I love jewelry. But I don't spend it on jewelry either. I use it to pay off my houses. I reinvest almost every dime I make into real estate to pay off the rest of the real estate that I'm going to keep. So that at the end of this year, at the end of my 4th year in real estate investing, I should be making $10,000 net every single month. Not $10,000 because I hustled every single month. Not $10,000 gross every single month, but $10,000 net in my pocket every single month, like clockwork, because I have been diligent about buying good houses, getting good deals on them, keeping the money that I make, paying off other properties, and reinvesting it until I don't have to anymore. My plan for next year is if I have 10 houses free and clear, let's say they're worth $1 million. 10 houses worth $1 million, so I got 10 $100,000 houses, right? In my area, that's good. $100,000, $150,000, that's what the houses cost around here. If I have 10 of those, and let's just say they average out to be $1 million, I can pull a line of credit of up to 80% of the value. So I could pull $800,000. And with $800,000 by using my free and clear houses, getting a line of credit for $800,000 means I can go look at $5 million apartment complexes. So I've reinvested all of my money into paying these houses off so that I can leverage free and clear houses that I really haven't put my own money in. Other people have paid these things off as I've bought and sold other houses. I can use that money, that equity that I've built up over 4 years, just 4 years, guys. All of those properties are going to be bringing me money every month, but I can switch it around so that, yeah, it's bringing me money every month, but I can also pull the equity out and use it to buy big fancy, big money properties that I wouldn't be able to buy if I hadn't been reinvesting all my money on this side. Most people don't look at $5 million properties. But most people don't have 10 free and clear houses by the time they're 34. You can do this, ladies. I know you can. I got the system set up for you. I got the process set up for you. The deals are out there. You just got to get out there and make it happen. You got to walk the talk the talk, walk the talk the talk, whatever it is. You got to get out there and make these deals happen. You got to know that you're going to get the money you invest in learning my system, you're going to get it back. And then you're going to make $10,000, $20,000, $37,000, $52,000 in a closing so that you can go out and find a house that you can pay $52,000 for and it'll be worth $85,000 or $90,000. You can sell it to somebody else who's going to give you $8,000 or $9,000 to move in. Then you only have $45,000 invested in it. They're going to pay you $800 or $900 a month. You've got it free and clear, so you're just paying yourself back on what you loaned yourself to buy this house. In 4 years, you got it paid off, and it's making money all day long, every month. Notifications coming off from the bank. You reinvest that money, in my opinion, into your real estate to get it paid off free and clear, because there's nothing like not having a mortgage payment. Most people spend their entire lives trying to get one house paid off. You ought to be able to have 10 houses free and clear so that you can pull that money and reinvest it into bigger money. And think about it like this. So if I'm making $10,000 in my deals, even if I don't want to put it into an apartment complex, which would be silly, why would I not? But if I don't want to put it out there, I have $10,000 coming in every single month that I could use to start another business. Maybe I wanted to get back into trucking. Maybe I wanted to open a bakery. Maybe I wanted to start a t-shirt company. When you know you have $10,000 coming in every month and you don't have to work for it, suddenly your hobbies can become your side hustle. It just opens up so many opportunities for you. It opens up so many opportunities for your husband. You could use that $10,000 coming in to pay for your kids' college every month. You can reinvest it in whatever makes you happy. You can use it to buy a Corvette if you want to. But you've got to find something that makes your heart happy to reinvest it in. Maybe you do want to buy jewelry every single month. I don't know. I don't care. Maybe you want to buy a boat. It's totally cool with me. But for me, every penny I get out of my real estate, I reinvest into my real estate so that I can pull it out and go shopping like a millionaire without having to have $1 million in cash. Real estate is the most amazing thing ever in our lives, and you're missing out on it if you're not in First Deal Done Fast, so that I can help you get these deals done. I teach women all over the country, even in Hawaii, even in Washington, even in Florida. Yes, I have some people in New York. I teach people all over the country how to do these deals, how to reinvest their money so that they end up with free and clear houses in less than 4 years, so that they're making $10,000 a month, $20,000 a month, or $50,000 a month. I even have one lady right now, she's expecting a closing. She's going to make $120,000 for doing one deal. 120 grand profit for doing one deal. You can do this. Go to firstdealdonefast.com to get started today. Firstdealdonefast.com so you can get started. Reinvest that money that you've been working so hard for. You've been working at this job. You've been a nurse for 19 years. You've been somebody's secretary for 16 years. You've been a paralegal for 6 years. You've been working and answering the phones for somebody else for so long. It's time for you to get your financial freedom for yourself, ladies. You deserve mailbox money. And I'm the one to help you get it. Go to firstdealdonefast.com or send me a message. If you have any questions, if I confused you in all my math, let me know. Drop me a comment down below. I can do another video and actually like draw it out if I need to, but let me know what your questions are so that I can help you get your deals done. Like this, share this video, send it to your friends, send it to your husband and say, if she can do it, I can too. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you next week on the next video. Bye, y'all.